cause you financial hardship. If you or someone you love is struggling with gambling, we can help. Get free confidential counseling and win your life back. Learn more at michigan.gov/problemgambling.
The Upper Peninsula's new CBS station, WZMQ 19.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Kevin Hodge. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, we're talking with the National Weather Service about when we might get some relief from these cold temperatures. Plus, we're live in Washington, D.C. with reactions from President Trump issuing pardons for about 1,500 people involved in the January 6th attack. And grants are coming to Escanaba small businesses. We'll have the details. Your 19 News at 6 starts now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 6.
As you plan out the night, well, the good news is we actually expect the temperatures to rise a little bit as you go on through the night, near zero by daybreak. But with these winds the way they are, wind chills still in the extreme and dangerous range. Clouds will be on the increase here, maybe some light snow later tonight. But really, once again, it's the extreme cold that will be the big weather news, at least into tomorrow. We'll have more weather details later in the show. Kevin?
Tom, thank you. And yes, the UP has been experiencing a wave of cold weather. Over the past 3 days, wind chill has dropped temperatures to as low as -50 in some places. Other parts of the UP are seeing up to 20 inches of lake effect snow. The National Weather Service says this cold wave originated as far north as the Arctic and is now moving further south to hit the rest of the Midwest and beyond.
Air mass out of the high Arctic kind of filters east of the Rockies, and then eventually that air mass works its way east into the eastern seaboard and Canadian Maritimes and things like that, and actually even further south towards the southern states.
Although the temperatures will start to warm up a little over the next few days, the National Weather Service says it could remain in the single digits or even below zero. They still recommend covering extremities while outdoors. The people detained for their role in the January 6th U.S. Capitol attack are being released after President Donald Trump pardoned them last night. Our Washington, D.C. correspondent Rachel Knapp is live on Capitol Hill. Rachel, good evening. What has been the reaction on the Hill about these pardons?
Good evening, Kevin. So some members that I spoke with say they have concerns over these pardons because they're worried that some people that did take part in that January 6th Capitol attack, that they were the ones attacking law enforcement officers. I also spoke with an ethics watchdog group. They call these pardons devastating and dangerous.
Hours after swearing in, President Donald Trump pardoned about 1,500 people who participated in the January 6, 2021 U.S. Capitol attack. On that day, Trump supporters stormed the Capitol in an attempt to stop the election certification process after Trump lost the 2020 election to Joe Biden.
We're going to release our great hostages that didn't do, for the most part, they didn't do stuff wrong.
It's a different tune than what he said in a speech after the attack 4 years ago.
The demonstrators who infiltrated the Capitol have defiled the seat of American democracy. To those who engaged in the acts of violence and destruction, you do not represent our country. And to those who broke the law, you will pay.
It is really devastating. It's really dangerous.
The president of the ethics watchdog group Crew says the pardons show disrespect to law enforcement officers and undermines free and fair elections.
These were people who participated in an effort to install into power somebody who had lost an election and to do it by force. And I also think it's dangerous because it sends the signal that people doing violent, destructive things can get away with it if they're things that Donald Trump wants. And, you know, who knows who he's going to be upset with in the future and what kind of violence this could give a green light to.
Kevin, these pardons are not shocking. For a while now, Trump has said that he has been considering pardoning these people who have participated in the January 6th U.S. Capitol attack. Kevin, back to you.
Rachel, thank you very much as always. Applications are now open for a grant opportunity for small businesses in the UP. The Central Upper Peninsula Small Business Support Hub recently awarded over $100,000 to more than 20 businesses, including Young's Menswear and Leverage Chiropractic of Escanaba. The money can go towards inventory, software, hardware, first-time licensing fees, and other costs. In the next round of funding, businesses can receive up to $10,000. They must be independently owned and be engaged with the Small Business Support Hub to qualify.
It's definitely helpful to get connected with us. We can get people to the resources to make sure they're not overpaying for things, make sure they're receiving as many benefits that they can as they go through their journey.
To learn more about the Hub and future grant opportunities, visit WZMQ19.com. Your first warning weather forecast is coming up after the break. Plus, we're live in Ishpeming for the 10th anniversary of Dancing with Our Stars. And later, Mike Ludlam tells us who the top wrestling team in the UP is this year. We'll be right back after this.
John's Auto has been voted the #1 dealer to buy pre-owned vehicle for longer than I've been alive. If you're looking for a vehicle, or if you're looking for someone to help with your current car, or if you need to get yours looking like new again, come see us at John's Auto Sales and Service, Marquette.
Buckle's Party Store, it's where the party starts in Calumet, with an awesome beer selection featuring domestic, foreign, and craft brew beer, a great selection of wine, just about any kind of liquor you want, and a great range of tobacco products. Buckle's Party Store in Calumet, it's where the party starts for everyone.
Help. When you fall and can't get help, you will lie on the floor for hours or days in constant, terrible anguish. But with Life Alert, one touch of a button can get you help fast. Life Alert saves a life every 11 minutes.
For a free Life Alert brochure, call 1-800-998-6449. That's 1-800-998-6449.
What happens when we follow the human side of the headline?
I was in tears.
Life is a little bit different now.
It's gonna take a while to get used to. And I said to myself that I can't make this about me.
You get the all-new CBS Evening News.
Is your parents' car sounding funny? Do you hear any clunks, rattles, squeaks, or leaks? Tell them to call John's Auto Service Department for fast, friendly, and affordable service. Come see us at John's Auto Sales and Service, Marquette.
Tonight's weather is brought to you by Shunk Furniture.
It's Shunk's big winter sale. It's that time of year when you spend more time on your sofa, more time on your recliner, and more time in bed. During Shunk's big winter sale, you'll save on the furniture you need. There's big discounts on all Flex Steel furniture, like this leather Flex Steel Power Reclining Groups, 55% off. And there's big savings on Lazy Boy recliners, over 35 different models to choose from, and they're all on sale. They start at just $449. Shop Shunk's big winter sale at both locations for big discounts. Shop Shunk's in Marquette today.
Now, WZMQ TV19 First Warning Weather with meteorologist Tom DeVecchio.
We still have a cold advisory in effect. Had extreme cold warning earlier today. And as the wind chill still in that -19 range. Once you get through tomorrow afternoon, we see that the wind chills are generally more tolerable, more typical of the Marquette area. Going up even on Saturday. Hey, we may even have our temperature get close to freezing. That's cool. In the meantime, southerly winds will continue. Still pretty brisk through the day, 10 to 20 miles an hour. A little wave comes in for tonight. Probably setting off some light snow, but definitely we are seeing a drop in the wind chills. By mid-morning tomorrow, wind chills should be down less than -15 or so. And then as we head on into Wednesday night, they continue to drop to the single digits and above 0 finally. So we are trending in the right direction, but we still have to get through some colder air. A little dip on Thursday, but nothing like what we've experienced over the past couple of days. Here comes a little light snow late tonight into Wednesday morning, and a little bit more snow here as I kind of see the spin here. That's an upper level wave Low pressure, that's going to keep the threat of some snow showers. Then on Thursday, northerly flow, a hit of colder air, and you can see some lake effect snow bands. Maybe some good ones here in Marquette if the winds line up well. In the meantime, not much snow for tonight, less than an inch most areas by daybreak on Wednesday, and then a little bit more Wednesday and Wednesday night. Marquette could maybe up to 3 inches all said and done by the time you get up on Thursday morning, and close to that amount across much of the northern shores of Lake Superior, generally in that say 2 to 4, 1 to 3 inch range. Lesser amounts toward the Wisconsin border. So cold conditions for tonight. The temperatures will be rising close to 0 by daybreak. Wind chills, though, still well into the minus teens to minus 20s. So still a bitter cold one for tonight. Tomorrow we improve. You can see high temperatures may actually hit 20 degrees. Some snow showers coming in, and maybe an inch or so of snow. After that, we'll have temperatures, again, a little dip on Thursday, good chance of snow showers, couple of inches, and then we slide to near 20 on Friday, maybe near 30 on Saturday. You can see kind of the up and down here. We slide a little bit farther down, but not that real plummeting Arctic air. And hey, by Tuesday, we just might hit that freezing mark.
Sounds good to me, Tom. Thanks very much. Today kicks off the 10th anniversary of Dancing with Our Stars, benefiting UP Home Health and Hospice. This year, it's the All-Stars. Joining us now is our John Truitt from the Congress Pizza in Ishpeming. Hey, John.
Hey, Kevin. It's a pleasure to be here from the Congress in downtown Ishpeming. It's Dancing with Our Stars. Holiday, or Party edition is what it is. It's here to benefit the UP Hospice Foundation, and there's a big turnout on this very cold night. We have our dancers with us, Jared and Stacy Hoy from Gwynn.
Correct. That's it. Go Gwynn.
Tell me a little bit about this organization, UP Hospice Foundation, and all the good work they do.
Well, we just really believe in the mission of what they're doing, and we're honored to be chosen to help out again this year and represent Gwynn. And my grandmother received their services, and we're just really happy to support all the great things they do.
Right. There isn't a family out there that hasn't been touched by hospice-like events. Where in this event, 100% of the proceeds go directly to the mission. That's got to make you very proud.
Yes, I think, you know, if dancing and trying to make myself look not like a complete idiot raises money to help people, I'm very happy to do that.
Okay, what dance are you going to do?
We don't know yet. That's what we're here about. This is all the pressures waiting to find out what we're going to get drawn.
Okay.
So we're excited.
Yeah. High drama here in downtown Ishpeming. Back to you, Kevin.
John, thanks very much. Looks like a lot of fun. January is recognized as Mental Wellness Month. Coming up next on Insights, we're joined by a psychiatrist from Aspirus Health about what steps you can take to improve yours. That conversation is in 2 minutes.
How many times have you tried to clean a stubborn mess but end up with no success? What you need is the all-new waterproof Ruby Horsepower, the new cordless and rechargeable power scrubber that cleans faster and easier, guaranteed. Watch, baked on oven grease is no match. It blasts away dirt and grime in no time. The power comes from our rotating brushes, spinning at 350 RPM. The incredible torque fights calcium, mildew, mold, and more. Take it in the kitchen, where it busts through caked-on crud, or outside and tackle tough tasks with ease. Get your Ruby Horsepower with 4 additional attachments, all for just $39.99. Great news! They're in stock and ready to ship. Due to high demand, only 2 per order. Order now.
Call 1-800-959-5913. That's 1-800-959-5913, or visit horsepowerscrubber.com. So call 1-800-959-5913 now.
These hands care for the herd. My hands need to be tough and sensitive. When my hands are dry and cracking, it's hard to do my job. That's why I use O'Keeffe's.
It's America's #1 selling hand cream for guaranteed relief.
And if it works for these hands, it'll work for yours.
Also try our new hand and body lotion.
Just one kiss. Ooh,
With Reynolds Wrap, cooking becomes so easy, you can feel like the chef of your kitchen. Easy prep, easy cook, easy clean. Reynolds Wrap.
Here's your WZMQ CBS This is Home Community Calendar. You're watching WZMQ 19 News, live and local, with Kevin Hodge.
Welcome back, everyone. January is Mental Wellness Month, the time where folks are taking inventory and trying to better their mental health. Joining us tonight on Insights to tell us what steps you can take is Dr. Jason Bombard, a psychiatrist from Aspirus Health. Hey, Dr. Bombard.
Hi, nice to be here. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So we're in a new year, and usually the start of a new year often brings new resolutions. So how do you think people should be focusing on improving their mental wellness in a sustainable way?
Well, I think that's a great point, that this is a good time of year to start making some changes in your life. And, everybody always focuses on the physical, starting to work out or starting to eat right or whatever it is that you made for a resolution. But I think a lot of times we forget about our mental health and how important that is to our well-being as well. And although all those things are also healthy for our mental health, I think to really take a good stock of where you're at, and if it is something that you need to get working on, this is the best time to start. I have never had a patient come to me and say, I wish I had waited a few more months before coming in to get some help. So, if you are going through something, this is a good time to really say, I'm going to commit to this being the year where I make the changes I need to make.
Sure. And how do you think people could get a start up on that? What practical tips could you offer for those who do want to focus on their mental health?
I think one of the first things that anyone can do is just talk to somebody. If you are dealing with some of these issues like anxiety or depression, or many of the other things that people are dealing with, talking to your primary care provider, talking to a therapist, talking to anybody is a good first step. And I think that's actually sometimes the hardest thing to do, because one of the things that is a big problem with mental health issues is we don't always like to admit that we're dealing with them. If you had broken a leg, you would go in and get it looked at. If you had, chest pains, you'd go into the ER and get that taken care of. But a lot of times we try to cover up and not talk about some of the things that we are having in terms of mental health. And really that's the first step, is just admit that something's wrong and go talk to somebody about it.
Right, and those social connections can make a huge difference. But what if somebody, is feeling isolated or disconnected? Is there anything you would tell them to maybe how they could reach out to somebody?
I think that is a problem, especially in this area in the wintertime. I think a lot of people do feel very isolated. If you're not into the winter sports or something like that, you spend most of the time inside. And we've seen with the COVID pandemic how dangerous it can be for people to be socially isolated. The rates of suicide went up dramatically during the COVID pandemic. The rates of depression and anxiety increased by about 25% worldwide. And all of that is a direct result of isolation. So getting out and being around people is really important. Finding something to do where you can connect to people. If you have somebody that you care about that you haven't seen for a while, checking in on them and just seeing if maybe they're the one that needs to get out and be around people a little bit more is also important too. So we really do need to have those social connections. It's a very important part of our well-being.
Sure, and as you know, over the years, the stigma surrounding mental health has still exists, but it has been growing less and less. But what do you think we can do to reduce the stigma of mental health and encourage people to seek help when needed?
I think one of the best things we can do is exactly what we're doing right now, just talking about it. I think for a long time we didn't want to talk about mental illness because it's kind of scary. People don't want to necessarily think about these things, and we have really pushed it off to the side. But we are talking about it a lot more, and we are trying to beat some of those stigmas that attach to it. You know, one of the worst things that a lot of people that are having mental health problems feel is that this is something wrong with them, that this is their fault, that they have done something that has caused this to happen. And that's not the case. And I think the feelings like that are the things that make us stay quiet about it. And the more people that talk about it, the more we start to realize that this is a very normal thing that a lot of people experience. About 25% of the population will at some point in their life experience either anxiety or depression to the extent that they need to get help with it. So this is not something that only one person is going through. And the more we get this message out there that this is something that we can treat and can make better, the better it's going to be for everyone.
Sure. Dr. Bombard, real quick before we end, is there any resources you'd be able to recommend for anybody who's seeking to, improve their mental well-being?
Almost every area has a community mental health, which is county-based. That's one option. The National Organization for the Mentally Ill, NAMI, is also a great source of information out there for people that are looking for some help. The CDC has some information on their website also about mental health and how to approach things too. But I think probably one of the biggest things is just continuing to talk to people, checking in on your loved ones if you haven't seen them for a while. Just make sure that everybody is getting the help they need and feels supported in the journey of getting better.
Dr. Bombard, thank you so much for coming on with us today. Really appreciate it.
Thank you very much for having me.
And still to come on your 19 News, Mike brings us the coverage of 7 UP schools taking part in this year's Splash and Dash. We'll be right back after this.
Morning, Dr. Watson.
We need someone with your expertise.
Everyone who comes into this clinic is a puzzle. Remember, we're doctors and we're detectives. Doctors, detectives.
I kind of love it, if I'm being honest.
Everyone's faces and bodies are clues. Let's go solve the mystery.
It's the final week of the Kirkish Furniture January clearance sale. Hurry in for the best selection. Savings end soon. Furniture, mattresses, appliances, and flooring. Shop Kirkish Furniture's January clearance sale while supplies last.
From all of us at the top, thank you for watching CBS and WZMQ 19.
Looking for your next level in real estate? Look no further than Next Home Superior Living. Stephanie's not just any realtor. She's energetic, talented, equipped with the latest technology and decades of experience to serve you better. At Next Home Superior Living, we're not just selling homes. We're guiding clients and customers throughout the entire transaction. That's Stephanie Jones of Next Home. Visit stephaniesells.com and let her work with you for your next home. Don't settle for ordinary. Choose Next Home Superior Living for your extraordinary real estate journey.
Tonight's sports is brought to you by the Window Store.
Give your home a fresh new look with our energy-efficient windows and stylish doors. And here's a deal you won't want to miss. For a limited time, when you buy 3 windows or doors, you'll get 1 free. That's right, buy 3, get 1 free. Don't wait. This offer ends February 28th. Call today and start transforming your home with the Window Store. Quality windows, doors, and unbeatable savings. Only at the Window Store.
Good evening, everyone. The Upper Peninsula has a new team wrestling champion. The meet took place Saturday in Marquette and will start at 157 pounds when Orrin Smith of Kingsford in the white scored 7 points in the final minute of the 3rd round to defeat St. Ignace's Gabriel Werkheiser by the score of 15-7. We move up to 165 pounds. Escanaba's Caleb Gagne raised his record to 27-0 with a pin of Rudyard's Jaden Nemi Alcorn at 128 of the 1st round. 175, Kingsford's Matt Sundquist, now in the blue, against Manasteek's Griffin Moline. Sundquist had a bye in 2 pins and make that 3 pins as he took care of business at the 320 mark of round 2. We go all the way around back to 120, where Escanaba's Cody Crow had a bye and 3 pins, defeating Manasteek's Jonathan Weber at 148 of the first round. To 132 pounds, Kingsford's Tegan Ray, this time in white, raised his record to 30-0 this season with a pin of Gladstone's Connor Britton at 223 of round 2. The final match at 150, second seed Tyler Bray at Kingsford in white against top seed Cade Kruger of Escanaba. Now, if Kruger could get a pin, the Eskimos would win the team title, but Bray did not let that happen. In fact, he won the match by the score of 8-7. Bray is a sophomore, and he was named the most valuable wrestler for the meet. And Kingsford won the Upper Peninsula Championship for the first time with 189 points. Escanaba was next at 179.5, followed by Sault Ste. Marie, Gladstone, and Menominee. 7, Upper Peninsula High School sent swimmers to Marquette for the annual Splash and Dash. This is the final heat of the girls' 50-yard butterfly. In the black cap is Marquette's Caitlin Roll, winning in 28.51 seconds. The flivver below Roll is Allison Duder, second in 28.92. Kingsford's Sierra Stone was third. For the boys' 50 butterfly, it appeared 3 swimmers from 3 schools had a shot at winning this event. Trevor Crandall of Marquette, again in the black cap, he will touch the wall first in 25.23 seconds. Below him was Kingsford's Joey Lundholm in second. Above Crandall in third place was Bo Hadia of Houghton. Let's turn to the backstroke, the girls' 50. 3 schools each had swimmers in this final. Marquette with 3, Kingsford 2, but it was the one from Gladstone who won the race. The Braves' Irene Newmeyer touched the wall in 31.23 seconds. Marquette took second and third with Olive Kruger and Logan McFerrin. Boys' 50 backstroke, again the action is in the middle lanes of 3 and 4. Houghton senior Bo Hadia would finish first in 29.03 seconds, improving his seed time by about half a second. Kingsford freshman Bryce Johnson was the runner-up. The flivver Sam Lemoran was third. The UP diving finals are Friday, February 14th, with the swimming finals on Saturday, February 15th. Turning to boys high school basketball, the rematch of Westwood and Negaunee. Negaunee won the first one in double overtime. Ethan Marta started well for Westwood with this basket. He had 43 in the first meeting, and Mr. Marta just kept scoring at a rapid rate. He went over the 1,000 point mark, and it was a big lead for Westwood at that point. The Miners went about 6 minutes without a basket. They would get, and Westwood just keep right on going. As outside, that's AJ Pizziola for 3. But the Miners would make it close for a while. However, Westwood would start getting things going again. Marta, as we mentioned, a ton of points, went over the 1,000 point mark for his career. Westwood marched to the victory 64-48. Westwood is number 3 in this week's UP basketball poll in divisions 1 through 3. Negaunee received honorable mention. We'll talk more about the polls and a limited high school sports schedule tonight on your WZMQ 19 News at 11. In case you missed it, Ben Johnson, after the Lions lost to Washington over the weekend, is now the coach of the Chicago Bears. Kevin will be right back.
John's Auto has been voted the #1 dealer to buy pre-owned vehicle for longer than I've been alive. If you're looking for a vehicle, or if you're looking for someone to help with your current car, or if you need to get yours looking like new again, come see us at John's Auto Sales and Service, Marquette.
This job, it's about sacrifice for something nobler than yourself.
Here goes everything.
The FBI's are back in action.
Move, move, move!
We can stop this.
Eyes open, safety's on. Look at your back.
Tracking down people who don't want to be found is our specialty.
CBS Tuesday is FBI night.
Well done, everybody.
The FBI's are all new. CBS Tuesday, January 28th, and streaming on Paramount Plus.
It's Shunk's big winter sale. It's that time of year when you spend more time on your sofa, more time on your recliner, and more time in bed. During Shunk's big winter sale, you'll save on the furniture you need. And there's big savings on quality Amish dining room, too. Have it built the way you want it, or save even more on floor sample closeouts. And mattresses from Serta, Sealy, Tempur-Pedic, and Stearns & Foster. The selection and discounts have never been greater. Shop Shunk's big winter sale at both locations for big discounts. Shop Shunk's in Marquette today.
Chips or cracks, we got your back. Brian's Auto Glass.
In
Introducing Brian's Auto Glass, now in Nagani. Your trusted experts in auto glass repair and replacement. When it comes to your vehicle's glass, trust the experts at Brian's Auto Glass. Our highly trained technicians handle everything from window replacements to fixing those annoying chips. At Brian's Auto Glass, we're committed to quality and precision, ensuring your safety on the road. Visit us today at our new location at 6 Industrial Drive in Nagani, or call us at 906-233-4527.
Is your parents' car sounding funny? Do you hear any clunks, rattles, squeaks, or leaks? Tell them to call John's Auto Service Department for fast, friendly, and affordable service. Come see us at John's Auto Sales and Service, Marquette.
We still have some bitter cold wind chills for tonight. You can see in the evening, still in the minus 20s, but they will steadily improve into the minus teens toward mid-morning tomorrow, and then go above the 0 mark, wind chill-wise, on Wednesday. A slight downturn again toward Thursday morning, but nothing like what we've had in the past. As our temperatures drop a bit on Thursday, good chance of some snow. Keep it dry on Friday and getting a little warmer as we head towards Saturday. Kevin, back to you.
Tom, thank you, and that's all for now. We'll see you at 11:10 Central.